Welcome back. Welcome back to another NBA season preview, man. Obviously, the season is actually here. We've had some preseason games. I don't want to talk about the Phoenix Suns from last night, but I do want to give a big shout out to Adelaide 36ers. Overseas dudes are just as good as the guys on the NBA bench, stuff like that. They put in the same amount of work. They work on the craft almost every day. They do every day. So to see what I saw last night, I wasn't really too surprised. But I expected more from that Phoenix Suns starting five. But that's that. I will get to Phoenix later on. But anyway, give you guys my Western Conference and Eastern Conference standings prediction for the upcoming season. Oh, looking forward to it, man. It's been a lot of big changes, obviously big trades, big signings. Let's go ahead and get into it. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to like the video and sub as well. Appreciate it. Without further ado, man. And let's actually start with the Eastern Conference, because the Western Conference, I kind of already know how I want to do the West, but the Eastern Conference, I want to start with that first. So the Eastern Conference, obviously, you got Brooklyn, the Bostons, the Bucks, and the Heat. And personally, do I have a favorite top seed for that? No, I don't. But I do think the Bucks will have the number one seed coming out of the East. Obviously, Boston, it could be Boston, but what they got going on. So, coaching stuff, Ime Udoka. The Heat, do I expect the Heat to have another season that last year, have number one seed? How much better did they get? Bam still there, Jimmy Butler still there, they just signed Tyler Hero. But I don't think they are going to be the number one seed this year. I got the Bucks. I think Giannis could win MVP this year. He's not my choice to win MVP this year. I'll get to that. But the Bucks, Drew Holiday. Yes, Chris he's not completely healthy, but I think once he gets back, they're really gonna start kicking it on. So I got the Bucks as number one seed. Second, I got the Brooklyn Nets. I think KD, Kyrie, Ben Simmons. And yes, we all know about KD wanting to leave. Kyrie wanting to leave. What's going on with Ben Simmons. You add Royce O'Neal, a solid 3-and-D guy. You lose Bruce Brown. You basically replace that with Royce O'Neal. You guys let me know how would you guys rate that. Nick Claxton. You are getting Joe Harris back, who's one of the best years in the league. Seth Curry's still there as well. You got some players. You got some ballers on the team. And now it might be interesting to see how they all play together. Obviously, Kyrie's going to be playing a lot more games this year because no vaccine stuff. I think they're going to be the second seed. But they could get the first seed. If they come out like the way that we see it, I could see it. Third. Like Boston. And this is when it's going to start getting good. This is when it's going to get really, really good. You got the Heat third. Philly third. You can't forget about the Cavs. I think Boston got Jason Tatum. You got Jaylen Brown. Jason Tatum is one of the best young guys in the league. You get Jason Tatum. Have Jaylen Brown. Horford's coming back. You get Malcolm Brogdon, who was a very solid player in the league, former Rookie of the Year. And I am assuming he's going to be starting this year. But if not, that bench unit gets a lot better. My main concern from Boston from last season was the bench. Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, Grant Williams. I wasn't really too concerned if I was the Warriors. You get Malcolm Brogdon, solid play off the bench if he does come off the bench. Like I said, still got Grant Williams. I liked it. Plus, one of the best defensive teams in the league. You saw it from the second half of last year. I got them third. Now, fourth. Who do you want to have fourth? You got Philly. You got the Cavs. You got the Heat. I'm rocking with Philly. I think we're going to see a James Harden this year. I'm high on James Harden this year. I'm very high on James Harden this year. Obviously, and I think PJ Tucker is going to be a very good piece for them as well. He wanted to be in, obviously him and James Harden back teammates again, and he wanted to be in Philly anyway. Embiid, I could see Embiid win MVP. That's not my choice. I'll get to my choice. But he actually have two choices, and Embiid is one of my choices to win MVP this year. I'm not be surprised. Dude averaged, I think he led the league in scoring last year if I'm per game. I can see him averaging 30. I can see Harden, 22, 23, and also Tyrese Maxey. How good is Tyrese Maxey? Ever since his rookie season, just continuing to improve. Shout out Tyrese Maxey. Still got Tobias Harris off the bench, Shake Milton, So, really, Thibault. I'm excited for Philly. I'm excited to see what they are. Finally past the whole Ben Simmons stuff. James Harden. He looks fit. No homo. Pause. He looks really, really good. His body looks good. So, very, very excited to see about that. Now I got the heat. Not really too many changes. Kyle Lowry. Are we going to see a better Kyle Lowry? I'm not going to say Kyle Lowry was awful, but there was times last year he was like, okay. This is what we are getting from Kyle Lowry. Obviously, Jimmy Butler is him. I'm not saying he's a top 5 player, top 10 player in the league, but he's top 15 for sure. What he did, especially in the playoffs last year against Boston, outstanding. Basically carrying the Heat almost to the NBA Finals again. Too bad it's just falling short. But I'm very, very excited about the Heat and what they can do this year. Defensively, sturdy, but it's basically the same team. And I just don't think they are as good as Boston and Philly. But really, because of Brooklyn. Brooklyn wasn't great last year, so a lot of these guys will probably be a bit more up. But with Brooklyn having, like I said, Ben Simmons, Kyrie, and KD, I expected that. 6 seed. You went the Hawks or the Cavs. That was my choice. This is the biggest question I had coming out of the East. Who's your six? The Hawks or the Cavs? I know Toronto. I like Toronto. I do like Toronto. But you put Toronto over the Cavs, and I am high on the Cavs. I am very high on the Cavs. Stupendously high on the Cavs. You get Donovan Mitchell, who I thought was coming to the Knicks. I will get to the Knicks. That's my team. But I was very, very excited to get Donovan Mitchell. Yes, Donovan Mitchell. A lot of people question his defense. Darius Garland is really known for his defense. They're both not really the biggest of guards. But when you have Evan Mobley down low, you get Jared Allen. And you have Jared Allen. And to me, people are going to be coming towards the paint, expecting an easy shot. Defensively, we know how good Jared Allen is. Leading the league in blocks and all that. Evan Mobley, what a rookie season that he's had, just continuing to get better. You lose Roy Markkinen, still got Kevin Love off the bench. I'm very, very excited to see what this Cavs team can do. And we will see, man. I'm very, very excited for this Cavs team. Now I got the Hawks. Yeah, I got the Hawks, 7 seed. Big fan of DeJounte Murray. I'm a big fan of DeJounte Murray. I think he's going to have about Trae Young, defensively. DeJounte Murray will likely be going, the opposing team's best guard at that point. You got DeAndre Hunter, who is another good defender as well. Obviously Trae, Kevin Huerter. You got John Collins. You got Clint Capela. Starting 5, obviously Bogdanovich as well. Starting 5 is very solid. A very solid starting 5. Now, my question is, are we gonna see a Hawks team that should be high expectations, or are we gonna see a team that's struggling again? There's times last year, defensively, they just weren't. And we saw in the playoffs, when you play the Heat, and what the Heat did to Trae Young, who else is going to give him a bucket? Is DeJounte Murray a bucket getter? Not really, but he's a very, very solid player what he does. But he can get hits. Like I said, I'm a big fan of DeJounte Murray. What he did with the Spurs last year, outstanding. But I got them as my 7th seed. Now I got Toronto. But you can't forget about the Bulls. That's the thing. You got the Bulls. You got the Knicks. I don't want to be unbiased, but there's gonna be teams that I am gonna be missing though. It should be up higher. I do like Toronto. I do like Toronto. Obviously, Scotty Barkley of the year. Seeing better of him. Spicy P, great. Van Fleet, great. Yes, there was a tad bit injured by injuries. My thing is, are we gonna see a improved Precious Achiever? You know what I mean? Taking that step. I thought Precious Achiever last year was great. Now I've been seeing on Twitter, I've been seeing all online. People are very, very high for Precious Achiever. Now, for Toronto, you know, are they gonna be a team that's hovering around 500? You know, this team can probably sneak in as a top 4, top 5 team on their day, but I just don't think they are good enough to beat the Boston's, the Brooklyn's, the Bucks, and all that. So I got them right there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 teams, top 8 teams. Going to Bulls. Then the Knicks. And I will explain why. Let me explain. So I got the Bulls, and I know. I want to put the Knicks up. I really want to put the Knicks a bit higher, but I just think the Bulls. Obviously, there's no Lonzo. There's no Lonzo as of right now. Vucevic, I mean, he's getting older. That contract isn't really. And plus, with the way Wendell Carter played for the Magic last year, and he gave that up for Vucevic. If I wanted to be biased, obviously, I would just switch it for the Knicks to be the Bulls. The reason I don't is because, actually, I'm going to do it. I don't care. I'm going to have the Knicks over the Bulls. If I expect DeMar DeRozan to have an MVP type season he had last year, I think he's gonna have a good season again, but I'm not expecting an MVP type of season. Who's gonna point guard? Alex Caruso, can he get the shot going? Zach LaVine, he's gonna give you buckets all game. Patrick Williams, is he going injury real season last year? Is he gonna step up? 3-and-D guy. You know, off the bench. I'm not really concerned about. I do like Ayu Dosunmu, Javonte Green, but I'm not really worried. I look at the Knicks, and that's stuff for R.J. Barrett. Can Julius Randle redeem himself? Redeem himself? Obviously Jalen Brunson. Obviously Evan Fournier, Cam Reddish, Mitchell Robinson, quickly Obi Toppin. Young guys, the talent is there for the Knicks. But last season, it was just weird. Losing games they weren't supposed to lose. And then won games actually was surprised that they won. A lot of blown leads. Again, the offense is very stagnant at times. Will we see a better offensive team from the Knicks somehow, some way? And also defensively, they weren't as good as they did when they made the playoffs. Yeah, like I said, you add Kemba Walker and Evan Fournier, but was that really bad compared to Reggie Bullock and Alfred Payton? So that's that. Next, got the Atlanta Magic. I'm high on the Magic. Like I said, I have to hop on the Franz Wagner trade. Germany, second-year player from Michigan. Him, Markelle Fultz, Cole Anthony, Jonathan Isaac. Hopefully Jonathan Isaac finally comes back. Looking forward to seeing him play. Wendell Carter, no Bamba. I think a Bull as well. That's going to be a very exciting team to watch. I'll definitely be watching a lot of them just to see, obviously, Wendell Carter. But I really want to see Franz Wagner. I'm on that trade. Obviously, the man himself, Paulo Banchero. I'm excited to watch the Magic. Yes, people are actually excited to watch the Magic this year. I said it as well, but very, very excited to watch that. Then I got the Pistons. Cade. I'm high on Jalen Ivey. And the way Jalen Duran played in the Summer League, that's a man. That is a full-grown man. I'm high on Jalen Duran. I'm going to be excited to see what he does. Obviously, my boy Sadiq Bey, Cade Cunningham, Isaiah Stewart. Whew. I think that team takes a step forward. Not as good as the Magic's, but I think they do take a step forward. Next, I got the Wizards. Now, Wizards over Charlotte. You could. You could. You could. You could. You could. Now, I'm not saying they're going to be a fantastic team. No. But I'm also taking into effect, you're going to have Bradley Beal back. Did you really get better? No, you get Monte Morris. You know, you trade Caldwell Pope. So you get Monte Morris, Will Barton. They got Porzingis, Kuzma, Beal. I think they are going to be a better team. I like Monte Morris. I think the point of last year was like Ishmael, stuff like that. So I think I like that. Then I got Charlotte to end it off, and I got the Pacers. I'm not really high on the Pacers. I don't think Miles Turner's going to be there the whole season. You know, Buddy Hill. I do like Halliburton. I do like Tyrese Halliburton. That's one of my favorite point guards in the league to watch. I do like Tyrese Halliburton. But I just think they're just not really going to be as competitive this year. I think they're kind of going through a little rebuilding phase. And like I said, I'm just betting on the fact that Buddy Hill and Miles Turner may not be there for the whole season. Maybe not TJ McConnell as well. Probably see a lot of Chris Duarte, Isaiah Jackson, Benedict, Mathurin. I'm expecting a lot of those guys to play. But I'm really betting on the Pistons and the Wizards, man. I'm really betting on Pistons and Wizards. Pistons and Magic, I'm sorry. I am. I'm betting on those two teams a lot. So they better not let me down. I got them finishing over the Charlotte, the Wizards, and the Pacers. And then, quick word about Charlotte. I think they're missing out. Miles Bridges is going to be bad. I don't know what he did. But I think we do see a little step back from them in the Eastern Conference. But that's my East. Let's go and get to the West, because the video is probably a tad bit longer. And like I said, I already know how my West is going to be. First thing first, man. Got the Clippers at LA. Then with Kawhi coming back, I think they're going to be, John Wall has a point to prove. Paul George, Zubac, Terrence Mann, Marcus Morris, Luke Kennard. They got talent. They have talent. Now, I'm not sure how much Kawhi's going to be playing a lot this season, but I do think the way that he looks, his physique is, Kawhi. Second seed, I got Golden State. I got Golden State. I think they are going to be another team who can win it again this year. I think they want to win it again this year. I think them losing Gary Payton sucks. I honestly do think them losing Gary Payton sucks. I wish they could have kept him. You add Dante DiVincenzo. You still got steps. Hopefully, Clay, we see a better Clay. I'm not gonna say he wasn't great last year. Hopefully, we do see a better Clay. Draymond. Is it final Draymond? Are we now starting to see a little step back in Draymond's career in terms of his play? I don't think so. I do think this team will be up there. I think they'll have a very, very good seed. So I got them as my second seed. Third, I got Denver. Jamal Murray, Michael Porter's coming back. That's really it. That's all I need to say. Michael Porter Jr., especially Jamal Murray coming back, that's it. You got the back-to-back MVP Jokic. I think he has a chance to win his third MVP. Taking a step, right, bro. You got Bones Highland. This team is going to be, and also Aaron Gordon. I think this team is going to be very good second, third seed. They could get the second seed though. If the Clippers, or if the Warriors start in the low manage, some guys, stuff like that, I won't be surprised. Next, I was going to say Dallas. I was going to say Dallas. Now, I got Memphis as my fourth seed. I think they are going to hold on just long enough until Jaren Jackson comes back. Just long enough until he comes back. You could have Dallas up there. I think Dallas to get better. You could have the Pelicans up there, which I very, very wanted to put the Pelicans where Memphis is. But it was hard for me to do that. I think Memphis is going to take another step. But they could falter, though. But if I really want to be concerned with Jaren Jackson's injury, I'll have the Pelicans fourth and Memphis fifth. I think Pelicans are going to be a very, very good team. Are going to be a very, very good team this year. Zion is back. I'm excited to see that. Dude's averaging 24, 25 per game easily before stupid injuries. If I really want to take it into consideration Jaren Jackson's health, I'm going to have the Pelicans fourth and the Memphis fifth. Next, I got Dallas. I'm sorry. Do I think they're gonna be? Do I think talent wise they're as good as the Pelicans? No. Memphis. You could. Memphis and Dallas is kind of a little. That's what I think of it. Now, if you want to compare, lineup by lineup, John Morant, Desmond Bain, Dylan Brooks, who's the fourth? Zaire Williams, small ball forward with Steven Adams. Dallas, Luka. Tim Hardaway should be back. Dorian Finney-Smith, Kleber, and JaVale McGee. You still got Christian Wood. Which one would you take? Dallas sounds good. Like I said, you could put Dallas fifth. Dallas could easily be fifth. I really think that Jaren Jackson injury is really going to be bad for Memphis. But I still do think during regular season they should be just good enough to edge out Dallas, especially if James Jackson comes back and he plays the way they played last year. So I got them that. So that's top 6 teams. Let's go ahead and keep it moving, man. Next on the list, I got the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now you look at Phoenix, you look at the Lakers. I know. I think Minnesota again go Bear. I think hopefully they do take another step next year. Anthony Edwards, I'm expecting big dogs. Anthony Edwards, I won't be surprised if he averages, I would not be surprised if he averages like 22, 24, 25 points per game this year. Around that. Still got Cat, came off a great season last year. But you get Rudy Gobert. Now, my thing with them is going to be the space between those two. Is Cat really going to be playing at 4 and Gobert at 5? How's that going to be? Especially when teams go small, where they be able to guard the perimeter. It's going to be interesting. I expect the Timberwolves to lead the league in rebounds per game. I expect that. Obviously, with D'Angelo Russell running the point guard spot, I got them there. Then I got the Suns. Yes, like I said, they lost last night. We all laughed. We all laughed at them. I just think, Ayton not really want to be there. Do we finally see Chris Paul take a step back, which you saw in the playoffs against Dallas? You can say he was hurt, but you can just see he doesn't really him. I think Devin Booker is one of the best shooting guards in the league. I think he's going to have another good season. Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson. I'm just concerned about the overall chemistry with the team, the mood heading into the season. Next, I got the Lakers over Portland. Lakers then Portland. I'm not really high on the Lakers. I think LeBron is going to obviously pass Kareem's all-time scoring title, but besides that, Westbrook, Anthony Davis. If Anthony Davis stays healthy, I see them. But are we going to see a healthy Anthony Davis? Obviously, Portland, Dame Lillard, still just don't think it's enough to really compete up high. But keep my eye on the Lakers, though. Next, I got the Sacramento Kings. I like Sabonis. I like De'Aaron Fox. I think King Murray is going to be a very, very good player for the Kings. I think he's going to be a very, very good player for the Kings. Very good player. I think he's going to be a very, very good player for them. Also, like De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis. Sabonis' first full year up there. You got Malik Monk. There's some players up there. There are some players in Sacramento. I could see him probably sneaking in. Next, I got the Spurs. I'm sorry, Spurs. It's going to be hard because you don't really want to put them up there because you trade DeJounte Murray, but still got Jakob Poeltl, Keldon Johnson, freshman, man. Excited about the rookies, Blake Wesley, Jeremy Sohan, but I got them there. Next, I got Rockets over Houston. I just think the Chet Holmgren injury is just going to be too much for OKC. Things going to hurt them. Got Utah I don't think Ito's gonna be trash. You know, obviously you trade Gobert, Mitchell, Bogdanovich, Russell Neal's gone. I just don't think. But watch out for Houston. Watch out for Houston. Hopefully, we see Jalen Green year 2, Josh Christopher, Alperen Sengun, Jashawn Tate, Jabari Smith, and for preseason they looked alright. But that's it. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. This is my prediction for the upcoming season. Don't forget to like and sub. We'll see you guys later, man. Peace.